Joining us now is Kathy Reno here to talk about the St. Joseph Museum's day trips to Kansas City. Now, you guys have been doing this for a little bit, right? This is not the first event.
We've been doing trips for quite a while, yes.
And so what about this one? What's the trip about?
What prompted this one is two world-class exhibitions are coming to Kansas City at the same time. Genghis Khan, bringing the legend to life. So we'll go 800 years back and look at how he conquered twice as much area as anyone else, but also his culture, what life was like through all the artifacts, whether it's jewelry or silk robes or whatever, and talk about his whole life, not just the fact that he was a brilliant military strategist, but also he was a big believer in religious freedom. He changed culture. He brought East and West and introduced them to one another. So we'll look at his whole entire life at Union Station. And then Queen Nefertari, which I just saw on Saturday, Eternal Egypt, and I still learned more things about Egypt, which happens to be a hot button, but they still had things I did not know, which is the villagers who are actually building the tombs worship slightly different gods than everyone else, including one that protected them from snake bites, they thought. And you know, yes, it was amazing. And of course she goes back 3,000 years. I ended up very jealous of her life. Her name means the one for whom the sun shines, which I can't imagine getting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I know.
You gotta live up to that.
Exactly.
I got my name actually. So I had a class in college that I loved because it integrated history and music, culture, religion, and it provides a much better historical perspective than just your typical history class that just kind of feeds it dates and times. So
that's it exactly. You want to know how these people lived.
And so how do people get to find out about these day trips, get tickets, all of that?
Well, this one is January 9th, and they can simply call the St. Joseph Museum or register online, whatever's easy, or stop by our location on Frederick. This particular trip, you need to get your reservations in by December 27th. You can make it a Christmas present if you want, I suppose. But it's $125, $100 for non-members, but our trips are all inclusive. I always say just wear comfortable shoes, get ready for an adventure. And it will be, because lunch we're going to Genghis Khan Mongolian Grill, which I also just tried. I was going to say, where else would we go if it's a Genghis Khan themed trip? So
yes. Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
For having me.
And definitely call the museums if you want to find out about these two historic legends. Vanessa?